name's Wally, and if you don't know me, you should. If you don't love me, you will. Why? I'm here to make your life better. I'm the conductor. We're going places. I'm the maestro. There's music to be made. I'm the father of feather philosophy. But it's gonna cost you a piece of your soul. So look me in my eyes. Go on and get your wallet out so you can get ready to buy what I'm selling. You're probably wondering why I'm whispering this morning. I'll tell you in a second. But before I tell you why I'm whispering, I'm gonna make you a promise, and my promise is this. By the time this is over and done with, you'll be one of two things. You'll be educated, entertained, or you'll be inspired. You'll at least be one of those three things. That's my promise. And after I keep my promise, I'm gonna ask you to keep a promise. So, here we go. The title of this video is How to Raise Awesome Kids Without Beating Your Kids. You don't have to beat your children. What has to happen is you have to know what's going on in their mind. If you properly program your children's minds, you won't have issues with behavior. If you properly program your children's minds, you won't have issues with behavior. If having a tantrum or being out of sorts, if they don't have a program for that, then they won't be able to do that. They won't be able to be that. So, Wally, what are you suggesting we do? All right. I'm going to tell you the easiest way to raise awesome kids. And it's a mind hack. This is a way that you can change the behavior of your kids without experiencing a whole lot of friction. Why? Because they're asleep. They're asleep. When you're sleeping, even though you're sleeping, your brain is still on record. Your brain still knows everything that's happening around you, even though you're asleep right now. So, look at this. Even though he's asleep, his brain is still working. That's why I got the music going. Music activates all of the parts of the brain that have ever been mapped. And so he's asleep, and his little brain is activated. And this is what you do. Watch this. Let me show you how to raise awesome kids. Keegan is amazing. Mommy and Daddy love Keegan. Keegan is amazing. Mommy and Daddy love Keegan. Keegan is amazing. Mommy and Daddy love Keegan. Keegan is special. Keegan is smart. Keegan is special. Keegan is smart. Keegan is special. Keegan is smart. Keegan always uses his best moves. Keegan always uses his best moves. Keegan always uses his best moves. The subconscious mind works off repetition. So the more you repeat it, the more you lay down the neural pathways of things that you want them to believe. Kind and smart kids don't have tantrums, do they? And so I've laid down in his subconscious that he's smart, that mommy and daddy love him. So that will enable him in future years to understand that no matter what happens, he can always come to mommy and daddy. Why? Because I've laid down the neural pathway that he understands at this age, mommy and daddy love him. Problem solving won't be an issue because at this age, he understands how smart he is. And when you started at this age, guess what? They get bigger. They get bigger. But the messages don't change. The messages don't change. Wally is smart. Wally's a good reader. Wally is smart. Wally's a good reader. Wally is smart. Wally's a good reader. Wally is kind and respectful. Wally is kind and respectful. Wally is kind and respectful. Wally enjoys the love and support of his family and friends. Wally enjoys the love and support of his family and friends. Wally enjoys the love and support of his family and friends. It's that easy. It's that easy. So, it's 2 times you can do this. Right before you go to sleep, your brain is descending from beta waves, alpha waves to the theta delta range. When you go from the theta delta range, that's when that's when your brain is optimally recording. You have direct access to the subconscious. Right before you go to sleep, or right when you're waking up, the conscious mind goes offline. That went straight into his subconscious mind. The baby, that went straight into their subconscious mind. When you go to sleep, you enter what's called the hypnagogic state. That's where you have direct access to the subconscious when you're going to sleep. When you're waking up, it's the hypnopompic state. Both of those, it's kind of like you're standing at the door between the conscious and the subconscious, and you're just whispering to the subconscious. So, if you want to raise awesome kids, put them to bed every night. And when you put them to bed every night, talk over your baby. Talk over your baby as you speak to the universe about what it is that you want for your baby. And talk to your baby about what kind of person you want them to grow up to be. That's science. That's neuroscience. You're welcome. How do I know this works? People compliment me about my child. Children, I should say. We were out in the grocery store one time, and another little kid was having a tantrum, and Wally looked at him and said, "Daddy, look at that young man. He must not know that someone loves him, or he wouldn't act like that." Out of the mouths of babes. So, before this thing started, I promised you that you would be entertained, which I know you were. I promised you that you'd be educated, which I know you were. And I promised that you'd probably be inspired. You'd be one of those 3. So, do you find yourself having been one of those 3? All this good knowledge I dropped this morning for free 99. I hope you was picking up what I'm putting down, because I'm just trying to help you make your life better like I said I was. This is how you raise awesome kids. So if you were entertained, if you were educated, if you were inspired, or if you know somebody who needs a little bit of assistance with reprogramming their children, or if you know somebody who needs a little bit of help with raising kids, send this video to them. It's the only promise I want you to keep, that you got something from this video and you feel somebody else might get something from this video. So just forward it, because it's a lot of people out there who need to know stuff like this. I used to be one of them, and you're probably one of them, but now you know. So I'm only asking you to help me reach the people who don't know. They can join us in this. It's okay. So if you got some value from this, put that down in the comment section that you got value. If you were entertained or inspired, put that down there too. If you don't want to acknowledge that, you could just tell me where you're from, because I like to know where my feathered followers are from. Aside from that, talk to your babies. They'll be better for it. I almost forgot to say wally.com.com, but I didn't forget to say wally.com.com. wally.com.com.